Social media is not as simple as you might think. You need to have to go through a steep learning curve to set up Facebook audiences. You are at risk at the same time of being billed a big amount on your credit card should you make a mistake. If you prefer to do this yourself, here are some insights from Dynamic Vision on how to set up Facebook audiences, presented by Greg Smith, who is a social media expert.
Hi, my name is Greg Smith from Zebra 360, and in continuation of our Power of a Good Audience, I'm going to take you through the Facebook advertising model today. When creating an audience in Facebook, we effectively have a few sources that allow us to create audiences, and those are number one, website. Basically, anyone who goes to your website over a period of 365 days, you can save into an audience to retarget to. This is a very effective way of marketing, is because people who've been on your website generally are people who want to get more information from you. Customer lists, those are lists of people who are your customers or are databases that you've collected over a period of time. These customer lists can be added into Facebook and saved as an audience based on their experience with you, and once again can be pushed an advertising opportunity to you. App activity, if you've got an app, you can very much the same as a website, you can retarget people who've been in your app. Then offline activities, those are any types of sales data that you've got, once again, can form part of customer list. Via an Excel spreadsheet, you're able to upload them directly into Facebook and target them in terms of being a market segment. You can also use Facebook sources, and these are people who obviously do stuff on Facebook, and those are people who watch a video. So any person who watches a video, you can save an audience. It becomes a really, really great opportunity, especially around certain things like seasons, brands, opportunities. So anyone who watched the video for longer than 3 seconds, you can save them in an audience and target them. Anyone who has engaged on your Instagram business profile over the last 365 days, so much so, the same as those people who've engaged in terms of your Facebook page over a period of time. And then the last three being lead forms, events, and if you are using Facebook Creative Hub, anybody who's engaged in its experience. Once you've got those audiences set up and you go into the ad manager, the two most important things in the ad manager is either to set your budget, and here you can set either a daily budget or a lifetime budget. Daily budget just allows you to be more aggressive in terms of your approach, where a lifetime budget allows you to stretch that budget out over a period of time. Then here, obviously, is where you would pull those custom audiences through. So where you would have lists, either engagement on Facebook or Instagram. These are places where you would pull those particular lists. When you're putting a custom list into your Facebook advertising, the idea is not to do any of the following, like set location, age, gender, because they're already defined and you don't want to do them. If you're going to define a list, which we call a broad search, then you'll obviously leave the customer audience open. You would then go in and set the location into South Africa, and that can also be a specific location in South Africa or anywhere in the world for that matter. You would set age and gender, and then obviously at the end you have a detailed targeting. People who like gardening, people who like flowers, people who follow certain banks or certain products, you're able to then filter down there. Once again, if you have a customer audience, stay away from breaking it down or filtering anymore. If you have a broad audience, and the opportunity is also able to do that. One of the last things to obviously just cover in this section is that Facebook has a tool called Audience Insights, which allows you to drill down into that particular audience. So you can drop your audience in. It gives you a whole lot of opportunities down the side to tick, and it'll give you a breakdown of that audience. So if you're looking for a specific audience that is doing something specific, like this is the South African audience, it'll give you an age breakdown. It'll give you a type of relationship breakdown. And you can also go down and look at what other pages they follow, because it allows you, once again, on your targeting to be able to set that. So, if you're looking for a broad spectrum population, then obviously everybody who follows Coca-Cola in South Africa. If you're looking on the food side and you also again want a broad section, again, anyone who follows KFC and McDonald's. And these can be deeper drilled down. These are obviously only the top 10, but you can obviously drill that down even deeper. You can look at certain cities and towns that have people in them, so that you're not drilling down into an area that has very few people in them. And obviously the last demographics are in terms of how people engage in terms of desktop, and then people with degrees, college degrees, school degrees, and again, once you allows you to define that actual end audience for you. And remember, in closing off, don't push people to where you want to be. Meet them where they are. Thank you for your time.
We hope that our video has been helpful and informative. This was just a brief look at what can be achieved in Facebook when you have the expertise. We believe that this kind of marketing requires the focus of a team of specialists, though. With this in mind, you can also have access to this expertise to help you run your marketing and social media Facebook accounts. This is just one of the many benefits of being part of the Dynamic Vision family. You can click on the link below to find out more.